Hey, how's it going, Monica? My name is Jack here with Mr. and Mrs. Leads. Thank you for trying out the site auditor. Hope you got some insight out of that. I wanted to follow up here and do a video analysis of your website and to provide some further insight as a search marketer in terms of what I could see for your SEO, what you need to do to start ranking for some of the keywords you want to go after, and how we would go about doing that if we were to tackle this project on together. All right, so without further ado, let me go and get started. Now, I understand that delo Performance is a subsidiary. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it's part of the Chevron corporation, and so this is probably just directly focused on the delo heavy duty engine oil performance kind of thing. And so just like how you said you want to go after the keyword heavy duty engine oil, that's definitely a keyword that we want to go after. Now, what I can see right off the bat is you have, because it's just a very authoritative company, and it's a corporate website, you have a lot of referring domains and backlinks, which basically builds the authority on your website. Now, in case you didn't know what a backlink or referring domain is, it's basically any website out there on the internet that links back to your website via a hyperlink. And so if there is a blog out there that links back to your website that's called the engineoilblog.com, and they mention you in a blog post and they say, hey, if you're looking for the best heavy duty engine oil, check out deloperformance.com. And if the person clicked on it, it would direct them to your website. And so the fact that they actually have a link that goes back to your website is actually tracked by Google, and Google uses that information to determine how authoritative your website is. And authority plays an integral role with how highly you rank for the keywords you want to rank for and how quickly you rank there, as long as the authority is established. And so what we need to do is we need to just make sure, because you already have a lot of referring domains and backlinks, we just need to make sure that we look out for some of the on-page SEO and see what's been working out for you. Now, we could always use more backlinks than less, and so we're going to continue to build the authority on your website by doing that kind of thing and doing outreach and asking people to kind of talk about delo performance. And from there, you're just going to be able to build the authority on your website and start ranking higher for all these different keywords. So look at how for like this one right here, delo 15W40, you rank on the second spot. So we want to make sure that you rank on the #1 spot. This one's fourth spot, and this actually gets 1,900 searches per month for the phrase delo. And so definitely want to rank on the #1 spot for that, because that's essentially the delo performance, right? Chevron, obviously, that's because it's a part of the Chevron company, 8th position. So essentially, like if I were to do the SEO for this website, I would just continue to build the authority on the website and then just look out for a certain on-page SEO and look out for anything that might be negatively impacting your SEO. For websites like these, more than anything, especially corporate websites, the biggest issue that we run into actually is not necessarily what's helping it rank, but what's bottlenecking it or what's preventing it from ranking higher. The authority is usually just there, just in the fact that the website, corporate websites just tend to have the authority, and Google can recognize that because Google's algorithm is smart and continuing to get smarter every single day. And so some of the bottlenecking things that we commonly notice is that these corporate websites don't have a lot of content, especially on the home page. There's a lot of like cool banners, and it's just a nice looking corporate website. But the thing is that we run into is just in Google's eyes, content is just another one of those things that affect the authority on the website. And so if you don't have enough content, especially on the home page, it's just one of those things that are preventing you from ranking higher for all the different keywords we want to go after. In Google's eyes, what they've recognized is that the most authoritative websites, the ones that people like to hang out, and the kind of website that Google like to promote, tend to have a lot of quality content. And so because of that, Google's cooked into its algorithm, basically more content means more authority, and authority, obviously, like I said, affects your rankings. So we need to make sure that we just have more content, especially on the home page. What I would recommend doing is making sure that you also layer in some of the keywords that we want to go after. So if you know how one of the phrases we want to go after is heavy duty engine oil. Let me see if I can find it. So heavy duty engine oil isn't mentioned at all on the content outside of the actual header tag, and so that right there is going to prevent you from ranking, because you just don't have that phrase in your content, and so Google can't give you credit for it. Just having it in the title tag just isn't enough anymore. You have to have it layered into your content, because that's how Google actually crawls in and reads your website and knows exactly what your website is about and what what kind of keywords you want to actually rank for. And so that's the kind of thing that I would highly recommend looking into. That's really going to help you in terms of ranking higher. Now, some of the other things that I would look out for if we were to tackle this project on is basically certain like negative SEO effects like keyword cannibalization, where basically you have two pages that are trying to rank for the same keyword. What happens is Google basically doesn't like the idea of having one website rank multiple pages for the same keyword, because essentially if what you could do if that was the case is someone could create a website, build a ton of authority on it, and then build out 10 pages all targeting the same keyword. And so when you search up that keyword, the all 10 pages would be the same website, right? And so that in Google's eyes, that's not a good thing. And so what Google does is if there's two pages that are going after the same keyword, they'll pick and choose which one should get the credit for that keyword. And then the other page is just gonna capture some of the other keyword. And on top of that, like Google just starts to get kind of confused with like what your page is about and where to get credit. And then it just doesn't rank you, and it kind of prevents you from ranking. So that's the kind of thing that we need to look out for as well, so that we get as much credit for every single page that we want to go after a keyword for, right? And the last thing that we could potentially run into is keyword stuffing as well. If the keyword comes up too many times in your content, Google thinks that's spammy. So if there's a certain percentage of your content has the keywords in there, then Google's going to find it spammy and they're not going to give you as much credit for it. So those are some of the things that we want to look out for as well. So would love to talk to you further, Monica, exactly what you were looking to do when you did the My Site audit, and then just kind of talk to you and discuss exactly how we would be able to tackle this project on together if we were serious about doing this. So appreciate it, Monica. I'll wrap it up here, and I look forward to talking to you soon, all right? Thank you.